Okay, welcome back, everyone. We are on episode 53 of the War for Crimson Rock. Uh, we unfortunately are missing Rachel today. She's having internet issues, but we do have everybody else, so we're still hopefully going to have a good time. And as usual, I'd like to ask if someone, probably Megan, but anybody else also can chime in for last time's session on what happened.
All right, I guess I'll go.
Okay, thank
So
you.
we went and we talked to Hal, and we realized the standing or the sending stones are being tampered with. It's probably a network, and it might be related to blood magic. Um, so there's we asked him about the Spring Boot family, and he said that for the most part they're good people, so we might be able to trust him and his family. Um, we asked him about the sigil, and while he did say it looked familiar, he was going to look into it for us because he didn't remember exactly. He said maybe it had something to do with two swords, um, one that was magic and one that was kind of like a ceremonial sword, and we may have the ceremonial sword, but we will probably have to go to Dave's clan to investigate that further and see what information we can come up with. Other than that, um, so we head over to the bureau and meet with Spring Boot, and they're still cleaning up from the massacre that happened with the shadow creatures. Um, the guards are eyeing Ori suspiciously, but they don't stop us from entering. Tanston, Spring Boot is there, and we managed to get him over. We scared everybody else by popping our heads through all together at once and just causing chaos. But he realized it was us and came over. He was excited to see us. We asked, oh, was it Tanston that told us about the swords, or was it Hal?
That's a good question. I don't remember which one told you. I'm trying to think who told you that. It might have been Tanston. I think it was Tanston.
Oh,
He
I
was
think it was
Tanston. It was
Tanston. Yeah,
Tanston.
Hal
Yes.
didn't know. He was going to look into it for us. And so we talked to him about the sigil, seeing if he knew anything. And he was the one who filled us in with that particular piece of information. So we will probably head to Dave's clan later to find out. Now, he mentioned about sending stones that the only ones that could probably do that was the Ministry of Defense. So we kind of filled him in about our suspicions with Brody to a certain extent. Of course, he has a hard time believing this because he's part of the Ministry of Defense. He's a trusted and respected figure. Um, let's see. We end up asking him about a locket, but I, I don't remember much what we got about that, just that it wasn't available. Oh, the Fatima was not available. So we couldn't talk to her. So after saying goodbye to Tanston, we left the bureau and headed out, and we ran into Zamaya and her crew, who were basically throwing things at the bureau and just trying to create a fight. So we basically got in between her and the guards and got her to back off temporarily. And she brings us to the side and talks to us about her conspiracy theories. And she mentions that, the Tabaxi and Ori's dad were seen walking around 6 p.m. together, which is about the time that he was supposed to go meet his son to for dinner, but he never made it there. And she's also the one that was found in the office, crying in hysterics with the guards around her. Now, Zamaya basically had a 10-foot like wanted like had a tinfoil hat, very much conspiracy theories, but this piqued everyone's interest because of the timing of everything. So what we decided on was to talk next to the Tabaxi, go to Dave's camp, and then head to Mikage's camp. At least that's what I remember of the last session.
That was very thorough. That was really good. Thank you, Megan. Sean, Samad, did you want to add anything on top of that?
Nope, I completely forgot the beginning.
That is all good. Sean, did you want to add anything on top of that, or any thoughts? Okay. So yeah, at this point, you guys have you're going to investigate a little bit more. You're still trying to figure out what's going on with Ori's father, Akamenos, and yeah, you're on your way basically to go and check out to talk to the Tabaxi. So we're all on the homepage again, and so I will ask once more if you guys still feel like this is the appropriate alignment of these people. You've got allies and enemies and people kind of in between. So I'll let y'all discuss for just, however long you want to just decide, like, are these people on the right side or the wrong side or whatever. And I'll let y'all just kind of take a moment and do so.
Did you see my message about the toast?
No, what toast? Wait, where'd you put this at?
In Foundry, but I'll read it. If you reload the page, the attribute scale Barbarian Rages was not present in the provided role data.
Oh, yeah. I was like updating stuff like that. It should be fine. So that was a warning message. So you should be good on that. But thank you for pointing that up. And let me know if you guys have a question on any of these people. You should be able to hover over their names and see them, but let me know if you cannot. And I'll give you guys like 10, 15 seconds if you want to start talking, but if not, that's okay.
I feel like nothing really changed from the last one.
Yeah, I mean, we still don't know about the Tabaxi. We're going to try and figure that out. If she's involved, I'm pretty sure we can get a beat on it. Better to just be suspicious of most everyone at the moment, at least in my opinion.
Yes, I agree.
Cool. Sean, any thoughts? Any other thoughts? Or disagreement with everyone? I'm sorry, say that again?
No, I think this is good.
Okay, all right, perfect. Okay, so let's see. Let me move you guys to, let's see. Let's go with this one right here. And so far, why am I only seeing Megan and how come I don't see anybody else in the page yet? What's going on? I'm gonna refresh my page. Maybe my page is not updated right now. Because I don't see
I only see Sean. No, I see Megan over there on the right.
There we go. Now I see people. All right. And how funny. And why is this one not going? Yeah, my screen was not updating for some reason. Okay. DC tell us something enemy roll die present. Okay, cool. We're good. Thank you. There we go. Sorry about that little technical thing. Okay. And I'll close that. Okay. Okay. So you all make your way through the city. You are able to ascertain the address for the Tabaxi, and you head over to her apartment. It's in a slightly dingy area, nothing particularly becoming about it. And you make your way up into, without too much trouble, into the hallway. There's a listing for her apartment, has her name on there too. You make your way into the hallway, and then you're standing in front of basically a very typical door, as if you would find in any large city. It's fairly cramped. Again, nothing particularly impressive about it, aside from it just being quite small, because everything's just so condensed together. All the buildings have been like right nearby. You're just noticing lots of residential apartments, like built right next to each other or so of the area. So at this point right now, you're standing in front of her door, and I guess I'll ask you guys, what do you want to do? What's your approach to going about it?
And I'm gonna let you lead the way.
I barely even remember what our goal was.
Okay, so we're trying to see if she has any more information because she was, as far as we can tell, she was the last person who saw Ori's dad. And he basically went missing from
But
that.
she was the person that was walking with him before, or like after the dinner that was spotted with him?
That's correct.
Before the dinner, yeah.
Before the
He
dinner.
didn't even make it to the dinner.
Okay.
That's correct. He didn't make it to the dinner.
Okay. I mean, okay, so what's like the what's like the scene to see what's going on, the perception-ish feel for the area?
At this point, you're in a long hallway, and again, kind of a dingy apartment complex. Nothing particularly catches your eye or so, but you are at her front door. You're able to get her address, and so you're standing in front of it now.
Okay. Is there a window?
There are no windows, unfortunately. It's
Can
kind
we
of
hear
okay.
anything coming from the apartment?
aside from other cats screeching, some dogs howling or so. You don't hear anything from inside hers. It's kind of eerie how quiet it is, actually. A lot of other apartments, you hear shuffling noises, people yelling at one another, but hers is,
Are
quiet.
we outside her apartment or are we just like
Correct.
in the building?
You're out.
Okay.
You're right outside her apartment.
Shit, let's just
Can I
knock on the
smell
door.
anything? Can I smell anything?
Aside from the disgusting smell of urine and other potential animal and the trash that people have left out outside their apartment or so, nothing that would set off any alarms. Aside from that, it's not a nice place to live.
Okay.
Let's just gently knock then. Tuk, tuk, tuk.
Okay.
And I'm gonna sit back a little bit. I don't want to like crowd the doorway.
As you knock on the door, there's no reply. You don't hear anything, or rather, you don't. Yeah, there's no noise coming back from you on the inside.
She's probably dead. I'm gonna try to open the door.
You do find that it is locked.
It doesn't seem like there's anyone around, right? Wait, do we have like lock picking? Does anyone have lock picking? Or can you just open the door, like kick the door open?
I might have. Let me check.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I have it in my inventory. I do not. I mean, it's like a dingy apartment. Can I slide my credit card in between the little, like just push the door open?
I would certainly allow you trying. Absolutely, if you want to try that.
Okay, I pull out my.
Do a sleight of hand on that one. Just do sleight of hand, and let's see how that goes.
Womp.
Wow. Okay. Whatever card that you had, it kind of bends, and so unfortunately, the strip on the bar is no longer, or the strip on the card is no longer going to work as well anymore.
Definitely wasn't one of those reserve preferred cards. It's like flimsy.
However, the door is just, you're able to crack it just a bit though. You can notice that there is a bit of a deadbolt hanging on it as well too. So it gives you a little bit of room. But you look inside. As you look inside, you can see somebody sitting at a table.
Alive?
I guess call out to them, see if they respond. If they don't respond, we may have to send someone I'm kind of cautious about sending someone for the cops, but we may want to just break in if they don't respond.
Yeah, I'd rather kick the door down than call the cops. But yeah, I'd just be like, hello? You alive?
You get no response back from the person sitting in the chair.
Ooh.
Yeah, I want to try to just push the door open, but not make like a disgusting amount of noise.
Okay. you're able to push through the deadbolt, even though it is holding on. It is, again, not the most expensive apartments. You're able to push through, and it just, with enough force, it knocks that deadbolt off, and you're able to open it. And there, standing or sitting before you, you see the Tabaxi secretary. She is sitting very still in the chair.
Can I like take a pulse or something?
Yes, you can take a pulse. You still feel that her heart is beating. You still feel, um, still feel that beat going, but it's very slow.
How big is the apartment? Can we look around?
You certainly
So
can. Yeah.
is she dying,
Uh,
or is she just like? Can I tell if she's like in need of medical treatment, or is she just frozen, or?
Give me a perception check for
Okay.
for Mikage, and then Pan, I'll ask for you next to go give me a perception check as you look around. Okay. Dave, how about you? What are you doing in all this?
We're inside the apartment? Yes.
You're inside the apartment, correct? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll just be
Oh,
inspecting.
you got it.
Okay. Pan's came first. I'll let him know. Pan, you're looking around. You're shuffling through things. You notice that there's a fine layer of dust across the entire apartment. All right.
Is it red?
As you scrape your finger across, it's just dust, but it's thick enough. It's kind of like a layer on everything. Okay. It's not like heavy, like coated on there, but I mean, you notice that it is. It's been sitting there for a while, right? And then for
Okay.
Mikage, as you're looking, as you're checking her, she doesn't seem to be in need of medical attention, but you can't quite figure out why she's stuck.
So,
Okay.
do we have any magically attuned people that may know? I mean, I guess I could do it too, but
I
like,
mean,
hey, have you guys seen this dust?
All right. I want to.
What's my medicine is not in -1, so I can't really do anything to check.
No, that doesn't mean that it's the case. You can certainly try. It would just be,
Yeah.
not the best at it.
Yeah. Is anybody good at medicine?
Now I'm at 12, but
That was a +1
I'm gonna
compared to a
take.
-1.
Mine's a +1 as well, but I do have Spare the Dying and I have Cure Wounds. That's why I was trying to figure out if she was like hurt. Like, but it sounds
Yeah.
like more of the magic side,
Same.
which
That's what I
would be
think.
more.
My arcane is high, but I never win any rolls. So, can I try to identify the dust? Do I recognize it? Do I know what it is?
Well, it's certainly not red dust, so that's for sure.
Bet.
I
But
think he meant it was like regular like dust, like what you
Yeah.
get when you just don't clean.
right, that's correct. Yeah, it is just like a thin film across the
Just
entire
been
apartment.
been like
Oh,
this for a long time.
can I see if it's a magic? Use Arcana.
Yeah, roll an Arcana check real fast. Nice. Okay.
Much better.
Your efforts to detect if anything is wrong with her medically, there's nothing there. You don't see any wounds or anything like that. However, as your hands hover above her and you try to sense a magic, you do feel that something has bewitched her. She has been somehow, whether it be charmed or sleep or something, she's just kind of frozen in place. Like there is a magical aura about her that keeps her stuck in place right now. Okay.
Okay, so we probably would need someone to, like someone with actual magic to do so. Unfortunately, Ori has gone off to check on her sister, I'm guessing at this point.
Yeah, let's say like that for the sake of story. Yeah, she is going to console with her family right now and figure things out. Dave,
So,
Dave, what are you thinking in all this right now? Or what are you doing?
I'm looking through my inventory because
while he does that, can I look around the apartment?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I'll let Dave go first. Tell me what he wants to do, and then I'll have you roll.
I guess, are there any mice or small rodents that I could speak with?
There are. You can see some small mice creatures. You do get a feel that there are creatures around you, or so.
Okay. Yeah, I'll talk with. I'm gonna speak with them. I'll speak with one of the mice, and just ask them. Have they seen have they seen anyone come in here that isn't her? Have you seen anything weird happening to her, or what's the history behind this place?
They start squeaking back at you in mice. They let you know that they've only started coming in for the past week or so. Like there was a certain smell that kind of attracted their attention. And so as they snuck in, it seemed like at that time they found her just sitting there like that in the position that you see right now. And they've been coming and going as they please. It doesn't seem like anybody has come and gone. They've been able to just go about as they please and essentially have, been able to get
How
access
long?
to her food for, without any interruption at all from her or anybody else
Okay. And they said for how long? For how many days?
for a week.
Are there like
Okay.
what's it called? Are there like windows that might be unlocked or something?
You look around, you can see there is a window towards the outside. It is, however, locked, and it's also a few stories up as well too. You're probably like 5 stories up right now or so. So you can look out and you see basically it's a window looking out at another building. But there's like there are alleyways or so. So imagine like you're like a New York alley and you're looking down or so, right? Mikage, go ahead and roll a perception check since you're looking around for things right now.
Okay. And we're gonna. So Dave's is mentioned that to us. She's been like this for about a week.
If that's what Dave wants to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I tell basically, yeah, they've been here for about a week.
So that means that it probably wasn't her with Ori's dad.
Yeah, I was thinking that too because that was recent. Yeah.
As you sift around Mikage, you find various parcels of paper and documents and books and stuff like that. But a small piece falls out that you notice, and it has on there the name of it. It says it's the what does this thing keep on doing? The Bahgru Finance Group. And if you recall, Bahgru was actually the name of the firm that is owned by Umak.
Yep.
Let me know if you guys remember or don't remember who that is.
Yeah, we remember.
Yeah, the evil, competitor guy to deal.
Ruthless.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna start rifling through her stuff as well. Trying to find any clues.
Did she have any neighbors like right across or on the sides?
You could certainly go out and inspect. Again, it is a small, kind of cramped-ish apartment, so you could go out and knock. And as you were coming in, you heard, noises from people yelling or pots clanking and that type of thing. So you're free to do so if you like. Dave, as you're going about rifling through her documents or so, you see there are papers mentioning the deal, the mining deal that Akamenos was working on, but these are a little bit dated. They've this is kind of at the infancy of the deal as it was coming about. So she has a couple copies of those at the table that you can look through.
Okay.
I'm okay with going to look for a neighbor while they're doing whatever.
Okay.
I'm gonna show Dave the paper and but it's a paper, right? It's a piece of paper. Yeah. So, but I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna fold it and put it up in my pocket after I show it to him.
Okay. Pan, as you go out, again, there are a couple of neighbors nearby. There's one who's particularly loud, who's just maybe, a few doors down or so from her apartment.
Sure, if that's the one that I'm like have access to, just go knock on the door.
Okay. As you knock on it, you see a large dwarven woman, you know, come out. She's holding a baby in one arm. She's got, bottle in another hand, and she kind of just stares at you and asks you, like, what do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
That's such a cute little baby. Hello, little baby.
She looks at you, scowls, is like, oh, I have 10 of these already. You can take it if you want.
I'm good. Sorry. I wanted to see if you knew anything about the neighbor right over there.
Oh, her? She's the best neighbor of them all. Doesn't make a sound. All these other ingrates waking up my kids. But she's quiet. Don't hear a peep out of her.
When's the last time you talked to her?
About a little bit over a week ago or so. And she says that she's still trying to calm her baby, like, just put the bottle in its mouth and it won't take. And so you just hear crying and then screaming on the inside too, like things are being thrown about as she's trying to talk.
Did she get visitors?
If she has visitors, I don't know. I mean, I got my hands full in here, so I can't tell you one way or another about people here. Oh, there was actually one time somebody came in, a girl or so. My husband was out there leering at her.
Is your husband here right now?
No, he's over at some bar somewhere, probably drinking, having his fill while I'm taking care of the kids.
Do you have any interesting or identifiable information about this girl? Something different or off or whatever?
She was a slender figure. She was pretty. That's all I can say. Had my husband eyeing her up and down. Something about her skin, too. I only saw it for just a moment, but something about her skin was different. It was a different color. So.
Was it blue?
Or brown?
Blue.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
That's fine. I'm just trying to see if she'll remember what color it is.
Blue, brown, green. She starts thinking, and then all of a sudden another baby starts to start crying. And then you hear another ball like hit her in the head, and she starts just yelling. He's like, quiet down, I'm trying to think right now. She keeps on wondering, and she keeps on thinking. Is like, honey, could have been blue, could have been purple or something like that. It was a shade like yours, not like yours, something like that, yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks for the help, I guess. And that's it. Just go tell everyone else what I found. And if they want to go talk to her, they can.
Okay, so
have we inspected her yet? Like the.
like rifled through her pockets, you mean?
Yeah, just like see like, are there any marks?
I thought that's what we checked. It was just she was, yeah, because we pulsed. She's like alive, but
Okay.
We checked if she was injured, but we didn't like go through her pockets
yeah, we didn't check
yet.
her belongings.
Didn't she have kids? Didn't someone mention that she had a bunch of kids?
When you were at the... Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, that's it. As a kid thing, I don't remember.
If she's involved in this mining deal, she's probably, and, talking, like, going to dinner with Ori's dad, it sounds like she's very important, but she's in sort of a dingy, apartment. I don't know.
So I remember originally when we were at the murder scene or the crime scene, they mentioned that, she's just a poor mom who has a bunch of kids to feed. And I'll have the DM weigh in on this, but that's what I remember specifically. And it wasn't that she had a good job, but she had a few kids, and that was where most of her money was going. Now, the dinner, I don't remember it being that she was supposed to be there, so that's one of the reasons. But they usually closed up shop together and I guess would walk home. So it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibilities that he was walking her back to, as long as he was on the way to dinner with his son. But the dinner was with his son, not with the Tabaxi. Otherwise, there's more questionable stuff in that too.
Okay.
So you are correct in remembering that, and it was actually her that said that she had kids. So she was coming back from her house early in the morning, and that's when she found the dead body there. And so she was saying that all she does is, she just works. She just has little mouths to feed. So that came from the Tabaxi herself.
If there's
So,
dust and it's quiet, where are the kids?
yeah.
Could ask that lady. Like, hey, I just got back. Totally didn't know this lady had kids. We can go ask this neighbor again. Maybe give her some tip for info.
The dwarven woman opens the door and she's like, and she lets you know, like, kids. There's no kids there. What gave you that crazy idea?
She wants.
How do we know this person is her?
No,
Like,
that's the thing. We're trying to make sure with the information of the person who's living here, or you're saying is the body that's sitting in the thing the actual secretary?
got it. Okay.
No, where he's asking you. She's asking you what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I
I
mean,
mean,
I assume that's also, yeah, part of what we're doing. Um, yeah, well, it sounds like somebody would have. We can go ask, if her kids all suddenly like, didn't have a mom, then of course somebody would report that.
the neighbor
Uh,
just said that she doesn't have any kids. She's like, what are you talking about?
mm,
So let's. Hey, Pan, can you come give us a hand in searching the apartment, see if there's anything else of interest or maybe magic? Um, if there's any pictures and stuff of her, do we see any of those sitting out on the counter? I assume that's something that we'll generally see just being in the apartment.
Yeah, so you would be this. You're saying this lady doesn't have any kids.
I mean, almost certainly no. Well, the kids haven't been there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for that. And I'm just gonna give her like, I don't know, their poor right. What's like a reasonable amount of tip? And be like, hey, whatever. This is for the kids. And if you find it, if you get any info, please let me know. How much should I give? Like, I don't even know what's a lot of money. Just give like what's like a tip? What do people give as tip in D&D in our ratios?
Think of it like gold
Silver?
pieces. Gold pieces are $1. Silver pieces are, dimes, and then copper pieces are
Oh,
pennies.
okay. Look, I give
Oh,
so I give
golds are $1.
those are $1. I'll give like $5 then. I don't know.
Okay, something like that. Okay. She is very grateful. She's like when she sees the money, for her $5 is quite a bit. So or 5 gold pieces. So she's like, and then all of a sudden her tune changes immediately, and she starts swooning a little bit. She looks at you and is like, "Oh, didn't know you were quite the, handsome person that you are, and so generous."
Have you seen this credit card?
She puts one of the kids down. And, she starts like making moves towards you. At this point, she's like walking a little bit closer, swaying her hips a little bit more, as she does.
All right, and then I just head back and start looking through the apartment, I guess. Thanks for the help.
What? And quick question, what is your sister has the same skin color as you, right?
I thought so, but I mean that lady could maybe not be able to tell. It could have been dark. But yeah,
Okay.
she's supposed to be the same as me
Or similar, yeah.
or
Okay.
similar. Yeah.
Pan, actually, you could tell us because we haven't really established that yet either. So does your
Oh
sister
yeah,
have the same?
my imagination of her was the same ish skin color and same ish hair color.
Okay, all right. So according to your
So if we looked
avatar,
at the
so
two
you've
of
got
you,
like
you're
blue.
obviously related.
Yeah, blue hair, blue skin, pinkish hair, or whatever. Like,
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so as you look around inside the apartment, there are a couple of pictures posted here and there, a couple of art pieces. Most of the pictures that you see, it's with the Tabaxi secretary, and it's got her and some friends or some people look like her parents. No pictures of any children though.
Hmm.
Any pictures with him and Ori's dad? With her and Ori's dad?
You do not see any pictures with her and Ori's dad.
Well, she could have been a plant from the bog group. Let's call the cops and just or at least send the cops her direction. We don't have to like directly.
yeah, we don't have to wait. We can just peace out.
Yeah, so so along the way, so we're gonna slightly close the door. Make sure you wipe down anything you touch, because I'm thinking they got some basic stuff. Obviously, I don't think they're gonna be um, too thorough, because if they got a lot of other stuff they're dealing with, that may just go to the back burner. But on the way out of the complex, I want to see if there's a guard. I want Pan and Dave to be off to the side, and I'm gonna tell the guard, like, I heard some screams coming from this apartment. They sound like, you need to go check, and just kind of like make it as if there's an emergency there so they can go bust down the door. And so do I do a deception for that, or?
No, you just say it just like that. The guard that's standing, at the front of the gate, kind of looks at you, very nonchalantly. He's like, "Oh, another one. Just tell me what door it is, and I'll go check it out."
So I give him the door number. Um, and I'm pretending to be a little bit more frantic, just like, as I was running away, I heard it go silent. So please, make sure you go in, check on them.
He gets up slowly from his seat, starts trudging over. You see him. He's got he's portly, has a big, beer belly or so. Starts walking over, like, "I'll take care of it, miss. Don't worry." And you just see him kind of amble over towards that direction or so.
So as soon as he's like out of earshot, I'm just gonna flip him the bird and hiss at him, and then waddle off back after Pan and Dave.
Okay.
It's just pants and
Pull one between the shoulders, as some would say.
What was that?
Yep.
When somebody walks away and you flip them off, it's never mind.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
He is more or less out of earshot now. He's gone. You guys are all together. You've got, I guess you've got a couple things that you can look into. I guess talk about where direction y'all want to go. Where y'all want to go.
I mean, the only real clue to me was the book with the company. What, I forget their name already.
Bahgru Finance.
Yeah, Bahgru.
Yeah, and that's more in town, so we might as well hit that up, and then we'll head off to Dave's if we can get through it, because it sounds like it's with Bahgru, but until we get into it a little bit more. But obviously it wasn't the Tabaxi. She had a female visitor. Of the female visitors that it could possibly be, while Zamaya is still in the realm of possibilities, she's kind of moved down to the bottom. What's her name? The other possibility, because since you said the dwarven woman couldn't quite remember her skeleton color, it could be Pan's sister. It could also be, what's her name? Bronwyn?
Who you describe her? Who are you talking about?
The one that's working at the mines.
Oh, Branabera.
Branabera.
Oh yeah, I was also thinking maybe the girl on the tower with the stone.
Oh, Fira?
fair. But yeah, my question was directly asking that girl if it was my sister, in case you hadn't figured that out.
Okay. Well, as far as I took it is you just told us it was a girl like similar skin color. And so we
Oh,
can
yeah.
assume, and honestly, I don't know too many, Genassi. So I know we've run into your sister and she just kind of disappeared. So I'm just assuming.
Yeah, we can go look. So, what is our theory with like whoever this is that they came? Because we're looking for Tabaxi for sure. So
No, they could be in a disguise.
Yeah, so my idea was that it's some sort of like shapeshifter
yeah,
disguise type.
yeah,
That, yeah, but that's just like whatever initial reaction, right? Like
Hmm.
someone wanted to be with the whatever dad, Ori's dad, and so
I mean, yeah, that sounds
yeah.
pretty likely. Yeah.
Yes. But the yeah, so I don't necessarily think the girl was having an affair, but she could have been a plant by Bog True. Um, the document that it just says the name. It doesn't have anything else really describing. Is it describing a deal, a contract, W-2?
The documents that you found, so of them, to refresh your memory, so there is a business card, like a parchment or something that has the Bahgru Finance, which is Umak Thrall's investment firm. And then you also found, Dave was rifling through papers and found documents relating to the mining deal. But this is earlier or so.
Okay. But it also could be that because remember, supposedly word through the grapevine is the two of them were supposed to do business together. So if she brought some work home with her on that documentation, that's also in the realm of possibility. But right now it may be, but it doesn't officially, the agreement does not mention the tabaxi specifically, does it? Okay.
Nope.
Okay. Hmm. The thing is, if we go to Bog True, how are we going to get ourselves in the door? The only thing I can think of is Ori being able to get us through the front door, and she's off with her sister right now.
Or we can just
So,
pretend we're authorized business dealers or some shit on her behalf. My
you can get your little glasses and
glasses, my
mustache.
disguise. Yeah.
So, do we want to see if we can get into that, or do we want to go investigate Dave's village first, and then with Ori come back and, you know, investigate Bog True?
I don't know. I don't know how we want to play. It's like, um, this is like a DM question, I guess, not
Sure.
inside of the story, like outside of the story. Will it like affect our play chances to wait for her? No, right? You wouldn't do it like that, right?
I
Like you
would
just,
not do it. If you want to go there,
yeah,
that's fine. Yeah.
yeah, that's what I thought. So it shouldn't really, right? Like
Okay,
it's not gonna,
good.
yeah. Kenneth won't have it like, oh well, since we didn't wait for her, we can't do it. So I think we could just go if we want.
Yeah,
Got it.
while
Okay,
we're on the story arc, we can just
Yeah, like I'd
start.
like to stick to this arc since we're like in it.
Yeah.
okay, sounds good.
Okay.
To Bog True.
You make your way through the city, and you start going into the finance district, where eventually you do come to the location of. Let me make sure. Good. Okay.
We can be like authorized users on LLC on whatever the Domarien LLC or some shit.
Don't sign anything. Do not agree to
Yeah.
anything.
So you make your way in, and you see a large building. It is decadent is not quite the right word. It's a bit obscene. Let me put it that way. Right? There's lots of pillars and decked out in gold trim. There is a picture of Bahgru, which is actually, I think, one of the orc gods or so. So they have a large golden idol above them as well too. At the very front, you see two orc guards standing sentry towards the main gate in the front. And I'll unpause it. I'll let you guys kind of decide what y'all want to do.
So we want to just play this legit and go in through the front door.
I mean, I think it would be a little bit harder. I say send Dave in first, being he's the orc or half-orc.
You'd be like, sup, bro.
And we can be his bodyguard.
The giant orc that needs bodyguards.
I mean, we can. What does the outside of the building look like? Do we any very breakable windows?
It's still daytime, right?
It
or
is,
did you say it was
it
nighttime?
is still daytime, correct.
Okay.
It is still daytime.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with like. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say that there are windows at the very front. So on this side, let me get my pencil out and draw it. And I'll just do it here, like over here or so. You can see like there's a large bay window or so. You can kind of see inside. There are several tables with food decked out, and a couple of orcs kind of sit about. So this is the main window that you can see that is breakable, if that's what you like. Okay.
But I think it's daytime. We can just go inside and see what happens, and if it sucks, we can hang out at night and then bust in later. Maybe we even get some insight on sneaking in while we're inside.
Yeah, I like that idea. That's why I like go in and just kind of like play it off as either his secretary or assistant or whatever, and then just talk to some people there. Just say we're looking for Umak in regards to a business deal that he's got going on.
Let's do that. I like that too. Because, yeah, if it's nighttime, we can just break in through whatever info we gather while being inside.
Okay.
Yeah, worst comes to worst.
So I'll walk up and say hey, we got there's a reservation here. Should be under Dave.
The two orc guards standing in front. They're dressed in tuxedos, by the way. So they got tuxedos and suits. They like flip through their papers, and they're like, they look at each other like, I don't see Dave on here. Who the fuck are you?
So a way to talk to a customer. I'm Dave. Yeah, we have some. We're associated clients with Umak. And we've got an important meeting to be here. So just, they're expecting us, so step aside.
Kind of looks at each other. They pause for a moment and is like, well, I'll let you in the door, but that's no guarantee you'll talk to Umak. But you're free if you want to have a drink or something like that. Go ahead.
Okay.
So he kind of slowly opens the door. Kind of lets you in, if you like.
I tell everybody to follow me.
You can click on that door, and it should open for you. Right? There you go.
Cool.
So for Mikage and Pan, you feel free to follow behind if you like, or keep the door open.
Yep.
I'm trying to move my...
Oh, you're stuck right there. There you go. You're right at the door. Okay.
Okay, so I guess we just scout around, go right here.
Okay. All right. Okay. Boom. Right. Okay. So you already you beelined it to the drinks. There you go. Which is fine.
I don't think I can move.
You can't move in? You should be able to get it. I'll get you in there.
I'm trying.
Good. I just moved you in just now. Let me know.
Thank you.
You make it pan over to the bartender who kind of looks at you. He is dressed up as well as a nice suit. He's polishing some cups right now. Looks over here. What can I get you?
I don't know. I just want whatever is like a manly drink of this world. Just like a whiskey. Straight. I gotta look manly here with these manly dudes.
He, takes a bottle from the bottom shelf, and he's like, all right, here you go.
Hey, bro.
Puts it on the table. He just looks at you. While you're there...
Is this what you drink?
He's like, you didn't say anything. You just said you want a drink. Here you go.
Now, could you give me something from up there?
And he looks you over a bit. And he's like, how much money you got? You think you can afford our top shelf?
I just want one for me and one for you.
He's like, all right.
Or so yeah. Man, how much is it? What is the top? What is this place that he has to ask that question?
He reaches over towards the top shelf, and he pulls a bottle that looks suspiciously like the one from the bottom shelf, and then pours it over.
Okay, no perception check on that one.
Yeah, seriously, I'm gonna do a check on that. Like, actually, just give me that bottom shelf one.
So he pours one for you, pours one for himself, and he's like, here you go. He takes it and just knocks it back, and he's like, all right, what else can I get for you?
Like, I'm actually here on whatever Dave, here to meet with Umak, but we're waiting around to see what happens. And I'm just trying to elicit a response from him, I guess, with that.
He looks you all up and down again. He's like, what business you got with Umak? And as he says his name out loud, some of the other orcs, they start approaching you as well too. They're like slowly moving their way towards you.
I just want to observe. I just want to observe everybody.
I'm gonna like give Dave a little secret best friend wink so he knows something is going on. Okay.
Howdy there.
Yeah, and be like, we have I don't know what I would call Dave. My boss has some business with him. Is there a problem?
The bartender looks, over towards his fellow orc brethren, kind of like looks up for a second. He looks back at you and says, you got business with Umak. You tell me what business you got, and then I'll tell you if you've got business with Umak.
Is the bartender Umak?
Yeah. He's like, are you Umak?
He points over at his name tag and it says Brawl, and is like, does this look like Umak to you?
I don't know. Maybe you're trying to like be in disguise or some shit.
Undercover boss.
Undercover boss. I'm not. What's the word? I'm not like. I don't want to say authorized, but I'm not in the business of discussing my boss's business. If you want to, or whatever, like that. I give him that spiel. You have to talk to him.
He's not impressed. He kind of looks down at you a bit and he's like, I knew there's a reason I gave you bottom shelf.
Well, you drank that bottom shelf shit too, and that bottle looks exactly like the one from the top shelf.
There's a difference, damn it. The other orcs now, they're kind of moving
towards the front, and I got my arms folded, and I'm just watching everything unfold. Okay. I'm like,
about to be like, you want to arm wrestle, bro?
The other orcs start coming by, and he's like, oh, arm wrestle. Haven't had one of those in a while. One of the large ones comes over and he's like, yeah. He puts his hand or his elbow, slams it on the table, holds his hand up and says, come at me, bro. You got this?
Just fucking do this. But just see, I'm totally gonna cheat. I'm gonna use my wind to like sneak my arm down with strength, but hopefully they won't notice.
Okay, all right. So I'll do this then. We'll do a strength check, him against yours. And so describe again what you're going to be doing with the wind.
Oh, let me see which element would be the best. I'm just going to use like this like whatever, like my magic to like cheat, which hopefully they don't catch me and throw us out. Let me read it. Hold on.
Okay, I'll let you do that. Dave and Mikage, what are y'all doing at this point?
Watching. I'm standing like exactly where you left me. I'm kind of in that stair area that is between the dining area, but I can see the bar.
Okay.
And I'm watching. I'm waiting to see how this plays out because if I have to, I'll flank a bitch.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Wind seems like the least noticeable one. I'm gonna use like my wind. Like I'll use like a key point or something to assist me in my strength.
Okay.
To try to like guarantee a win.
All right. I'll tell you what, you'll have advantage then. So I'm gonna roll his strength, and then you'll roll it and see. We'll take the higher of the two. All right. So we'll do an ability check.
Okay. So I just hit
Well, let's
strength.
see. He is
ability check.
rolling a.
Oh, okay.
Is
Well,
he doing a 2 out of 3? Are y'all doing 2 out of 3 to see the winner?
I was just gonna arm wrestle him
Oh,
one time, and
Well,
then if
you
he
got to beat a
said, like,
4. So as long as you can beat a 4, you're good. Advantage. Which is a good thing. You beat him with an 8. Oh man, that's funny. Okay, I guess describe what that looks like when he's trying to like arm wrestle you, and then you using wind to give you advantage. What does that look like?
It's just gonna be like a weird gust of wind from the windows, even though they're closed. People are like, "What the fuck?" And it just like whoosh, pushes down. But they're not like, they're not like, this guy cheated. They're like, "What was that?" Type of like in awe. They're like, "Dang, this guy so swole."
he moves the wind with
moves
his
the wind.
body.
The bartender and the one that you fight kind of like stare at one another in disbelief that they just lost, especially to someone of your stature, but you're still obviously you're skinnier than they are. Um, the one behind you, however, he's not really paying attention. He's eyeing you over. Mikage kind of like starts blowing you kisses and like winks at you a couple times. So,
I just wave back. I just twiddle my fingers like, hi.
Dave, right behind you is another orc who's standing guard at a room. He hasn't moved from his post at all. But however, you are still able to see all the things going on. What are you doing right now?
I will go up to him and I'll go get 2 beers and then go up to him and say, hand him one and say, cheers.
Okay.
When he comes over, I'm like, "Don't get the whiskey."
You bring the drink over to his way, but he kind of just looks at you. He doesn't take the drink. He just kind of stares you down.
Okay. Come on, bud. What's got you down in the rut?
He doesn't say anything. He's got this big underbite, large like canine type teeth kind of underneath, and he just kind of like grunts at you.
Come on.
Strong silent type.
A little bit of drinking on the job can't hurt no one.
Again, he just kind of stares you down, doesn't say anything at all. However, you do hear some voices from behind him. There's a very deep, bellowy voice from inside, and then you also hear a female voice inside as well too.
Okay. Do I recognize either of them?
Roll a perception check. Oh, no bueno. You definitely don't recognize the bellowing voice. And then the female voice, there's a tinge of familiarity, but you can't quite place it.
Okay. Is it cat-like or tabaxi-like?
You're
What
scratching
does
your head.
Tabaxi sound like?
You're
I mean, I assume
Meow.
Hey, every other word is meow.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me, right, meow?
It's just like that Super Troopers.
No, at this point you can't quite tell. You just you can still you feel like it's familiar, but you can't quite place where you've heard that voice before.
Okay. Say, I'm an associate of Boomlock. I'm supposed to be meeting him in there right now. You can let me in. He knows I'm here.
Roll a deception check.
Let's hold our breath.
Wow. All right.
Yay!
This time he looks you over little bit more suspiciously. At the same time, he's like, kind of thinks for a second. He's like, I think everyone that needs to talk to Umok is in that room already. What's your business again?
Business of making money.
He's like, Umok does like money. Let me check.
I'll tell you what.
Go
I'll
ahead.
come back in just a little bit. It sounds like he's still busy in there. But you here, hand him the beer. Take care.
This time he actually
And then,
takes the beer, kind of drinks it. He's like, beer. Kind of just like, happily gulps it down this time.
Okay. I'll go to Pan and Mikage and just say, I think that's the room with Umok's in right now. He's talking to some somewhat familiar female voice that I cannot pin down exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe one
So,
of you.
yeah, but we need to get close enough that we can go up together and say, hey,
I would
otherwise
feel
we
like
start a fight. Are
this
we
guy
starting a
right
fight?
here, this guy right here that I just beat in arm wrestling said he'd get me a meeting with Umok. Flexed on him.
He looks surprised. He's like, what? I didn't say that. Gets really startled. Another larger orc starts approaching from the northeast. He's significantly larger than a lot of his other fellow brethren. He starts approaching you slowly. He walks over to you, Dave, and he said, and at this point right now, he's probably a couple inches taller than you, okay? And you're already quite tall as it is. He's quite a couple inches taller than you. And he just kind of looks at you and says, like, where you come from, runt?
I'm more of a nomad. I don't really come from a place. Yeah, a horde. Where do you come from?
And he's like, you smart ass using big words I don't know. And then he like pushes you, shoves you into the bar. Back there, yeah.
Whoa there, easy. No need to start anything. We're here, Umok wouldn't want you messing with us, so just chill out.
He starts getting closer. He looks at you and says, we haven't had much blood or fun in a while. You guys look like the type to be entertaining.
No, we really aren't.
I'm going to go walk around. So I will be opposite of Dave on the other side of the guy. And I'm just going to stand there.
You're gonna be over here?
Wait for it. Immediately behind the guy.
The one who was leering at you, you kind of see him kind of just like slowly crawling forward. He's kind of like right behind or right nearby this flower pot right now, but he's still kind of like blowing kisses at you, trying to get your attention, like twiddling his fingers like this, trying to get your attention.
Okay.
However, the larger orc, again, this time just gets right in your face, Dave. He just gets right in your face and is like, what are you going to do about it if I get this close?
That's
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet. You got beautiful eyes. I can see that right now. Wait, what does this do?
What does what do? Are you looking at your sheet or something? Right?
Yeah, I'm looking at my wand of smiles.
Okay.
Does it actually make them?
It makes him smile. Yeah, it totally does that.
Yeah, I don't think it makes them happy.
It doesn't make him happy. It just makes him smile. Yeah.
Okay, it just makes him smile.
Yeah, that's it.
It's too goofy for this, but I'll.
You should just use it.
So
I'll use it.
just
You use
Okay,
it?
just
Okay.
FYI,
Uh-huh.
I lost Foundry. I don't know where it is.
You
Why
don't know
isn't
where it
that
is?
showing? Okay, now it came back. All right, never mind. I got it.
Okay.
Okay,
Let me know if you can move or not, Megan. It's kind of weird you can't.
let me.
Okay. Dave, as you're casting Smile, you see this just huge, just beaming grin come across his face, right? He's really toothy. He actually has quite pearly whites, right? It's pretty impressive for a guy of his size or so. Just big, beaming smile, like these large canines sticking through. He doesn't have as much of an underbite as the other guy. You do notice a couple morsels of food stuck between his teeth, too. And he looks at you and he's like, can't stop smiling, but I'm so angry right now. He's like, look at that. Are you doing this to me? And he gets really mad. He's getting more and more agitated right now. He's like, stop making me smile. And he's just like trying the hardest, but he can't. He's like just the biggest beaming smile that you've ever seen.
Guy, I was like, you look like you're having a good time. We're friends, right?
Go ahead.
This guy.
He looks over at his other brethren and he's like, this guy's making me smile and I don't want to smile. And he's just like smiling as big as he can. And as that, he just like lunges at you. He just throws like a huge right hook comes your way. Roll a defense roll. Oh, well, that's no bueno. You're going to take 5 hit points of damage across the face. He smacks you, pushes you right into the bar. At this point, the bartender just like comes over and is like, you want that bottom shelf or that top shelf now?
I'll take. I mean, I guess I'm closer to the bottom, so I grab a whiskey.
Push you that drink. With that, all the other ones, the ones that are right nearby you, they look at each other, like shrug and like, all right, let's do this. And immediately they start hopping into a fight. Everybody roll initiative.
By the way, I can't move.
You still can't move?
Man, I thought there was like a way where it showed up right next to your name and you didn't have to like. Oh wait, I did roll it.
Yeah, you did roll it. You're good. Okay.
Okay.
All right, here we go. So at this point, it's going to be Dave first, then Pan, then Mikage. Not all of them are involved in the fight right now. It's just these 4 that are right nearby you. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? You still got the guard sentry over there. And you've got the, there's that sentry. He's still staying put. He's not moving out of his place, okay? I'll give you guys a minute. I'll let y'all figure out what y'all want to do. If you want to
So
fight.
is the bartender guy's part of the fight?
Yeah, he's in the fight.
Yeah, I'm totally gonna bash him with one of those top shelf, bottom shelf bottles. Like that's like my goal for this fight. I want to make sure I throw a one-liner.
Okay.
That's my only real goal. But that's what I'm going for first.
Okay, all right. Mikage?
I'm also gonna taunt. I'm gonna say some shit like, "Can't even beat me in arm wrestling, bitch," or "Ignore that pussy bitch over there," or something like that.
All right, Dave, Mikage, what do y'all think about, dude?
I'm just going to, like, I guess in the bar fight you don't want to kill them. Like, I feel like taking out an axe is too much, but
Yeah, you probably don't. You could use the backside or something.
yeah,
You got 20
maybe,
seconds.
like, one side of it. I'll just be hitting him with that. I can bring up my character sheet actually.
You cannot bring up your character sheet?
Oh, now I can.
Okay, there we
Never
go.
mind.
10 seconds. Figure out what y'all want to do.
Yeah, I think I'm bag of beans it. There we go.
If you're gonna bag of beans it, I'm just gonna see who comes at me, and we'll go from there. Let's see how much chaos this brings.
All right, classic. Sounds good. Okay, guys, here we go. I'm going to kick it off. All right. The first orc, who is to your left, Pan, he basically just lunges at you with a haymaker, just like comes swinging your way. Roll a defense roll. Tell me what you do.
This is like the new. Is that my defense? Or what was that? That was initiative. Where's?
Do you have? You should.
Why is it not? This is a new. But why isn't it rolling? Use feature.
Let me
Main
see.
action.
It is under. Is it under
There it
reaction?
is. No.
It's,
What?
it's under free use feature, main action. Where is your thing at? Defense. Go to main action and click defense. Do that.
This so I did. Oh wait, dodge. No, I
Sorry.
clicked use feature in main action,
And then, okay, so
and I
sorry,
click and I
pan.
click defense, and it's doing that
And then
formula
it's going to
thing.
do
Like,
the other formula. We'll do other formula right there. There it is. That's what I was looking for. So you have to click on the
okay,
little button that says other formula. It says a button. It's a button that says other formula. Okay.
okay,
All right. All right. So you try to dodge out of the way. However, just as you're ducking, he socks you with just a haymaker. You're gonna take 5 hit points of damage on that one. Okay.
okay.
All right. You are up next. You've just taken a punch to the face. But you got a bartender in front of you, and the one guy who just hit you right below, to your left. What are you doing?
I will throw.
Oh, hold on a second. It's still. Did I say Dave? I meant Pan. I'm sorry. Did I say Dave? I meant
Oh,
Pan.
I wasn't looking at the list, so I don't know.
No.
Sure. I'm gonna jump behind the bar and grab the bottle. I'm gonna bash the bartender with it.
All right. Okay. Let's go ahead and do.
I'll do my normal attack roll series, and then if I knock him out, that's what I'm gonna do. I guess
Okay.
would
All
be
right.
more like, yeah. Okay, main action, use feature. Wait, where's like regular attack?
You should
I'm just gonna do it
have
from my spellbook.
Fits of Unbroken Air. Should we just attack? Where's this? Let's see. It's funny that you don't have that.
Yeah, I'll just do it from my spellbook, whatever.
Okay. And then Dave, you're gonna be coming up next. Okay.
All right.
Is it not rolling? Okay, hold on. I
There we
see
go.
it. Okay,
Oh,
I clicked too many times, so I need to just click attack.
yeah. Do the
Something.
attack. Click on the attack one.
Okay, normal. So I get, and
Oh,
then I get another
that one.
attack,
That one lands. Okay. Go ahead and do
and
that.
then I get where's this feature for the bonus? So it should be 3 punches. 1, 2, flurry. There, usability.
Cool. All right.
So what did all three? I only rolled one attack, or did the damage? Yeah, so I only clicked the attack roll one time.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So here's the damage for it. Wait, how do I know if it's a critical or not?
It's
Whatever.
4. That's fine. You got 7 on the
Okay,
first
so
one.
then
Okay.
so then damage for the second one, I guess,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
and
then
then
do your
flurry, attack, and damage.
Okay. So the flurry one. Okay, here we go. Okay, so the first 2 land, right? So you've gotten attack of 7, and then one on strike. That's damage 6. So that's 13. And who are you attacking? The bartender or you're attacking
Yeah,
the
the
bartender?
bartender.
All right. The last one just grazes him, but at this point right now, you see him basically. He's going down, right? He's like just knocking out. So you smother him with punches. He's going down at this point. So I'll let you tell me like how you want it to go down.
Yeah. I grabbed the bar bottle and I sneak it behind him like in a movie bar fight, and I like bop him on the head.
Okay. You see, the bottle just shatter into pieces, and he just kind of looks at you like with a silly smile. You don't even need the wand of smiles. He just kind of like has a goofy grin, and then just like crumples on the floor. So he's out. He's not dead. He's out. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Next up, Dave. Okay. One's down. You still got 3 others right around you. What are you doing?
On second thought, bag of beans actually doesn't really work here. I'm gonna just hit the guy with the blunt side of my axe.
The one closest to you. There's one. Which one are you talking about?
The biggest guy, the biggest dude.
The biggest dude? Okay, all right, go for it. So you got that. Click attack. Attack button in the chat window.
Oh.
There we go. That's solid. That lands, and click on damage. Perfect. 6. Okay, all right. You're going to bash him for 6 hit points of damage. There you go. He sprawls across. And what are you doing now?
I'm doing another.
You're doing another attack? All right, okay. This one is a crit. All right, go ahead. So roll your damage on this one.
I get extra, I believe.
Yeah,
right.
It's going to be a 12. So we're going to add, and we're just going to add, let's see, 12 plus 11. Okay, all right. Basically, that's enough. That's going to take him down. So tell me how you want to go down. This is the biggest one of the group.
I mean, it's just like a hit on the temple, so just like he just like faints to the floor essentially.
Okay, all right. Uh, he's out. he, he crumples and falls on the floor as well too. So he's down as well. As he goes, the moment he goes down though, you hear a huge stomping from the back. You can start seeing this larger than life figure just start coming and approaching you guys at this point. Okay, all right. At this point then, you've got, who is he? He is him. The one who's been leering over at you, Mikage. He's kind of startled the fact that you guys have done that. However, he rushes over to help out. Who's this guy right here? Yeah. Rushes over to Pan on this side, and this time just comes swinging at you, Pan. You know, both punches just coming out at you like a right hook, a right hook and a left hook just coming your way. Roll a defense roll. Tell me what you're doing. And click the order formula. This one does not land.
Yeah, too much. Wait, it did not land? He did not hit me?
No, he did hit you. He definitely did hit you.
Oh, yeah. I had too much of that crappy bottom shelf whiskey.
Yeah.
And I am not able to dodge in time.
As he does so, he hits you for like another 5 hit points of damage. And he's smiling too. And as he does so, then he looks over at you, Mikage, kind of like winks at you, lets you know that, you know, he's doing this for you. All right. At this point, Mikage, you've got this, you could feel the presence of this huge, you know, hulking thing coming from behind you. However, at the same time, too, Pan is surrounded by 2 other orcs. What are you doing?
So one of them apparently is trying to get my attention. So I'm going to let Pan deal with Romeo over there, but I'm curious as to what's coming over. I want to see if it's aggressive, and if it's not immediately aggressive, I'm going to actually be like, so your friends always start shit?
Wait, who are you talking to? Are you talking to the big one or
the big one, the hulking one that is coming over? Because the guard's not doing anything at the moment. He's just kind of watching this unfold, I'm assuming.
Yeah. So he's standing guard. The big hulking one just kind of looks at you and says, "You say big words. I come, I smash."
Sounds good. All right, I'm going to let loose my breath weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I take no prisoners, hopefully.
All right. Let it rip.
Let's see if it'll let me.
Let me know if it goes through or not.
Because I don't think we...
Did we fix this thing? Yeah, that's annoying.
No, I don't think we did.
That is annoying. All right, I'll use your breath weapon for you then.
Here, wait, give me 1 second.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's okay. Sure.
Okay, and while we're doing that, those guys are out.
No, it's not going to let me. Either the way my thing's set up, or it doesn't show me my breath weapon in the carousel, and I can't click it on the pop-up.
Okay, no worries. Okay, I've activated. So once per short rest action, you can use this. Each creature in the area will make a DC 13 saving throw. So in this case, he is type defined by your ancestry. Which one's your ancestry?
Oh, I'm lightning.
You're lightning? All right. Oh, what does that mean, though? Let's see. He's got to make a saving throw against what? But your ancestry, which one's your ancestry, though? That's the question.
So I'm a blue dragon, and therefore my ancestry, the elemental is lightning.
Yeah, but she's making a saving throw against... Oh, well, we'll just make him do a saving throw. Whatever. Okay.
It says... Wouldn't it be a DC 13?
Well, it says DC 13, Dex? But is it Dex?
Dex.
That's what I wanted to know. That's what I wanted to know. Dexterity. Oh.
Sorry, I was like...
Okay, that's what I wanted. So elemental is Dex. Okay, so he's got to do a saving throw, and lucky for you, he is a -1 on that. Let's see how he does. Oh, he failed that one terribly. Okay. All right. So you're going to take 2d6. So roll 2d6 damage then. If you want to do that, or you want me to do that? 2d6 damage.
Give me 1 second.
Okay, go ahead.
Hopefully it worked that time.
It's taking a little while. Oh, there we go. Sweet. Okay, he's gonna take 6 damage. Okay, he's gonna take 6 lightning damage from that. Um, you see the shocks just kind of run through his body, and like the veins that weren't there are now popping. Right, so they're essentially just like it stuns him for a moment. He's kind of shocked that someone like you could have hurt him at all, and so he is definitely befuddled by that. Okay, all right. Anything else?
No, I just take out and let's see. I am going to just take out my sword, being that I'm inside. I'd rather just use that
Okay, all
and
right.
just prep myself, and I'm gonna focus on him. Hopefully that's enough to detour the other 2 orcs from going my direction.
Okay, sounds good. Uh, with that, we're going to start the next round. So I'll let you guys have a minute to talk about what you want to do. He is going to join the fight. And right as before you do that, the orc in the back, the sentry or the guard who's looking at you, he's like, what the hell is this? And so he's getting a little flustered at this point now too. Okay? So I'll give you guys a
Okay.
minute. You guys will talk. So again, Pan goes first, then Dave, and then Mikage. And I don't remember if you guys know this, but if you guys are close enough in line together, in order wise, I mean, you guys can work together if you want to have like a combo action or something like that, so y'all can coordinate and do something if you like. Okay?
Yeah.
So
So
I'll let y'all discuss. Go ahead.
yeah.
I mean, was thinking I'll just knock out I'm always about pick off the little dudes, then go for the big dude type thing.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. I'll get the one closest to you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hit whichever one of these guys is weaker or has taken damage. I don't know if either of them have taken any damage
None
yet,
of
but
them have taken any damage yet.
I'm gonna hit the one that hit me
Okay, so that's
last round.
the one to your right. Then
Yeah.
the one to
Okay,
your
I mean-
left also, one to your south also hit you as well. Just FYI.
Yeah, but wait, which one was the arm? Yeah, he would hit me the first round. He's the arm wrestling guy. He's weak sauce.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I mean, I could hit the one closest to me, and like after you go. So if you want to start on the one to your south,
Okay,
then
that's fine.
finish him off, and then I'll finish off the one closest.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Mikage, what are you doing?
So I'm gonna tell the guard, sorry for the inconvenience, but your friends did start this shit. So to keep the peace, I'm gonna help finish it.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Kicking it off. Let's see. I'm gonna add him to it, and we're gonna go. Wow. All right. Him and him.
Speedy ogre.
They are. There we go. Okay. So we've added them in. He's 2021. All right. Okay. So at the top of the round then is the one who hit you, the first guy who hit you, Pan. This time he's just gonna wrap his arms around you and just try to squeeze you tight. Just basically do a bear hug around you, right? So he's running. He's trying to grab you right now. Now keep in mind you've got 2 of them around you, so you're gonna be at disadvantage. But roll a defense roll and see. Tell me what you're doing. Oh, 20, and then roll one more. Do it one more time. Oh
Okay.
man.
I've rolled all single digits.
Oh man, no! The first one you got a nat 20, but because you're at disadvantage, because you're between 2, you're basically being flanked by them right now. He grabs you and basically just squeezes you tight. And now, so right now your arms are pinned, right? You're basically being held in a bear hug right now, but you're gonna take 4 hit points of damage because he's just holding on tight to you. Okay.
Okay.
All right, and then that's him. So right now you are currently restrained, by the way. So you're being held by him. You took 5. You actually should be at. Let's see. You already took another 5. Sorry, and then 20. So you actually got 16 right now. Sorry. Go ahead. Okay. Go ahead.
I mean, I can't do anything.
You're restrained right now, so you can. What are you doing? I guess what would you want to do if you're being restrained right now?
Why don't you try and flip him?
I was gonna try to do a kick off the bar and
Oh.
backflip over him or something.
That's a cool idea. I'll allow that. Okay. So you kick off the back of the bar. So okay, so you're gonna kick off. I'm imagining that your feet are pushing against the bar, to the west, right?
So I would,
Or
yeah, like I would kick off the bar and jump
and then be there.
like that.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
really cool then. Okay, let's do this. Do a. I just want you to do an athletics check then. Just do an athletics check. But I'll give you advantage because that's a really cool idea. So I'll do that. Cool. All right. Oh no, that's strength. Do athletics. Sorry, which is like
So is
often.
athletics.
Oh, it is.
Athletics is strength
Oh,
based.
athletics is strength. I'm sorry. I'm my mistake. Okay. All right.
If you want me to do a dexterity where I shine, but I mean whatever, it doesn't
No, no,
matter.
that's fine. Okay, I know that works actually. So that beats out his AC. Okay, all right. You're able to push off. You leap off of him, and now so you're effectively on that's too far, but right next to him. So you've pushed off of him, and now you're on the opposite side. Okay, so that is your action. You have a bonus action if you want, or
Yeah, I'll just use my double attack. Or like not double like wait, no. I do have my attack is supposed to be punch my one attack is supposed to be punch flurry.
mm-hmm.
That's one action. So I can use that whole sequence on him.
No, this is a bonus action now. So your action was
Yeah.
just to get out of it first, so you can't attack him
Okay.
again unless you have another bonus action that you can do.
No, I
Actually,
thought
no.
we had 2 actions per turn.
No, well, I mean, if you the first action would be your attacking, right? So I mean, let me see.
Big action and little action.
Yeah, it's a big
But like
action.
what is moves? It's not 2 big actions. Move counts as a
No.
little action.
Well, move. So you've got your action, your bonus action, and then your movement. So those are your three that
Okay.
you normally do, right?
So yeah, I'll just do wait, so I have just a bonus action
So
left.
you have bonus actions. You could do flurry of blows. You
Flurry.
have that, yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to do
Yeah,
that
yeah,
one.
yeah. Let
Okay.
me bring my card back up. I lost it.
Unless you have something like I do, which allows me 2 attacks per turn. I don't know what.
Mine does. Yeah, my guy is supposed to do attack, and then flurry. But that's like his attack sequence. Like he gets a regular attack and a flurry, and then at some level I get an extra attack as part of my attack. But if I don't have an attack left,
Yeah,
it doesn't
that's the
matter.
Well,
problem.
your flurry
Yeah,
attack
if you
is like
can't
your
get the
bonus.
initial attack, you can't do the bonus attack.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, and same thing for you, Dave. So if you don't do your first attack, then that doesn't count. You can't do like another attack later. Okay.
I think all three of us have the double attack.
I think that's correct. Yeah. So if you get the only double attack, if you have to do the first one. That one definitely lands attack. Sweet. Okay.
Wait, is that well? That's just a flurry.
Yeah, that's
It's just
fine.
a flurry.
That's
Okay.
the one that you get. Okay, all right. So, man, this one, he as you leap over him, you punch him down. He's gonna take 7 minus there. He's stunned at this point. I mean, he's confused by your athleticism and moves around. Okay. All right. Do you want to move or you want to stay where you are? And Dave, you're coming up next.
I'll move over here. I
Okay.
don't want to get like double teamed again, so I'm just gonna like step away from right next to the guy.
Okay, all right. Oh, sorry. Then the ogre. This time the ogre approaches over to you as Mikage, and he takes out his giant club, just comes smashing down. Roll a defense roll. Tell me what you're doing.
I click.
There you go. No, you got it. Now click the other formula. If you hover over your mouse,
Got it.
there you go. Perfect. That one is not enough. No, you're gonna take. Let's see if I can do this one. Just normal. You're gonna take 5 hit points of damage on this. He's gonna come smashing down with this great club. He's gonna roar in happiness that, frankly, that he hit you after you were teasing him. Okay, all right. At this point, Dave, you're up. What are you doing?
One side of the axe. To the guy to my south closest to me.
Okay. So the one that Pan just hit, right?
Yeah, the one Pan just hit.
All right. Let's go ahead and roll an attack. There you go.
Gotcha.
That one lands. Go ahead and give me the damage. Ooh, that's a big one. That definitely takes him out. Tell me how you want it done.
Just bopping him on the head.
Okay, all right.
And then I'm going up to this guy, and doing the exact same thing.
All right, roll the attack.
Hey.
That one definitely lands. Give me the attack on that one. Woo! All right. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, how not dead do you want this guy?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess he's just a part of the floor now.
Brink of death.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, yeah, he's just there. He's part of the floor. There you go. Okay. So he's gone, and then he's gone. All right. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay, all right. At this point, then, Mikage, you just took a swing from by the Great Club. What are you doing?
I would like to do an attack sweep.
Okay.
So I am going to slash at his leg
Mm-hmm.
and see where that takes me.
All right.
Let me see if I can actually use that. Feature.
Which one are you trying to do? You're trying to use your Moon Touch sword. Is that right?
Yeah, it's one of those things where the system's not.
It's not going. There we go.
Use feature.
That one lands. Okay. Give me the damage then. Oh no, you roll initiative. Oh frick. Okay.
Oh, I didn't. Sorry.
No, you're good. Let me help you out with that.
Can you just roll for me for the sword?
Yep. Let's do the attack. Normal. Let's see. Oh, that's. What does he have? Oh, that one actually lands. You're good. Okay, there we go.
Yay.
And a normal attack, you're going to do 13 hit points of damage. Sweet. All right. I guess so. You're attacking his leg. Tell me about that. What does that look like?
So I'm gonna do a slashing sweep. So his weapon's probably a little bit high, so I duck under the weapon, and as I do that, I drag my sword along one of his legs and just slice it up.
Okay. As you do that,
and just kind of spin around.
Nice. He bends the knee. Basically, his leg buckles underneath him, and you hear a mighty thud as one knee goes down, and he cries out in pain. Okay.
And I just stand up and face him again, sword in hand,
All right.
and just stand there.
Perfect. Sounds good. Okay, and then the last orc who's standing guard, he is starting to freak out now. He starts knocking on the door behind him. He's like, boss, we got something going on. As also he locks the door. With that, he doesn't know quite what to do, so he just takes a pen and he just throws it at you, Pan. Like he takes his pen and just chucks it at you.
Oh, I'm gonna deflect that shit. Not the fucking pen. I'm gonna throw that shit back at him really fast.
Okay.
Spellbook, hold on.
Go ahead and click that, and how much damage does that do then? So imagine
it's just gonna be a normal. It's like me doing a normal attack.
All right. Okay. Then go ahead and do your normal attack then. On that.
I have to figure out how to use it there real quick. Hold on.
Wouldn't it be like one of his darts? Basically,
it's like a dart.
It's just like I have to. Yeah, it's just gonna be whatever my normal range attack turnaround would be.
Yeah.
I think.
Just do that.
Where is it? Deflect missiles. Okay, so deflect missiles attack. Yeah, it just says to make a range attack. So like whatever it does, I guess we'll see what happens.
Okay. All right. I'll just do damage then. Go ahead, click damage.
So deflect. I don't know what that means though. I don't know why it has that damage. So when you do,
that's a huge amount of
the
damage.
Attack is okay. No, so if it's reduced.
Oh, it's reduced by that much. Okay, so just
so I reduced it by 15. The pen was probably going to do like nothing though, right? So
yeah, it's going to be next to nothing. So you're good on that. You
yes.
reduce damage to
so
0.
Now I can do if I reduce it to 0, then I can do the actual ability to throw it back. So
yeah, do that. So then just
attack.
do that.
So yeah, it'll just make up a damage number based on something.
Sweet, lands.
Yeah.
Okay, so you hit him for 6. So he is stunned by this, right? His pen, quote unquote quick thinking, resulted in him getting smacked in the face by it. And as he does so, he stumbles backwards, opens the door, and he falls backwards into the room. Oops, I didn't do that. There we go. And as you look inside, you can see inside there are several other orcs in there. You see a large, gentle, well-dressed one with like red skin, and also you see at the back, you see the Tabaxi girl, the Tabaxi secretary, sitting back there as well too. And
Well,
I think man, this is a really cool fight. I want to keep it going, but at the same time, it's 11 right now. So, how do you guys feel? Wanna-
So the question is, I think, what is Umok gonna do? Is he gonna like, if the fight ends here, then we, I guess, go on. But if it's continuing, we might as well finish the fight.
Well, that is left to be determined, right? So I'm kind of like,
Mhm.
I feel like this is a good stopping place. Kind of we'll leave it right here on the
Okay.
cliffhanger. And
yeah.
I want to finish at 11 too. Um, and then hopefully
And
next time
maybe
we can
Ori
do
can make it back for from her sister.
fingers crossed. Let's hope so, right? Somehow that she makes it back or so. Okay. So
That's cool with me.
cool. You guys good? Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Well, this was interesting. All right. Okay, cool, guys. This was great. Let me do a quick retro with you guys. So, like, love, learn, lack. I'll start off with Megan, if you could please. Like, love, learn, lack.
Yeah, I loved it. I think it had a good balance of mystery, theater, and action. We definitely got to put some of that good use to the test. Um, there's just so many strings it's trying to figure out. That's the only thing is like, where do you go from here? And because there's so many options, which is really great to have, it also it I'm just really curious how to see this plays out. So.
Awesome. Anything lacking that you would like more of or less of?
No, like I think this was a well balanced session. Like I said, we got a little bit of everything, and it's just kind of hopefully we'll be able to instead of having long breaks. But it always depends on what That's about the only thing. I need to get my fix, man.
I hear you. I hear you. And I think we need to have one of these sessions in person too, which we'll talk about after this.
Oh, your future Sango?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Okay, now I can hear you. Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. I was saying that we need to have one of these sessions in person. We should try and make it more memorable. We'll talk about it after once I stop recording. Okay. Sean, like, love, learn, lack, please.
I liked. I don't know whether we haven't had a fight in a while or, but yeah, it was a good change of pace at the fight. Yeah, learned a lot about, it was a good mystery. Nothing really lacking. I like the plot twist and the progression of the story. It's awesome. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you very much. Okay. And Samad, please. Like, love, learn, lack.
Mine are the same. My like, and my. It's not really a lack. It's like a dislike. It's like a cliffhanger. I want more answers. Like we went to that place, and it didn't. There was no answers. I just want more. Like I want to know what's going on. But that's cool also because it's like fun. Yeah, I had fun. I thought it was a good session. A little like short and sweet type. Yeah, I thought it was great.
Okay. Very cool. This was great. Yeah, we have been out for a little while, so that's the thing, and just getting everybody back to where we were, which was part of it as well too. And hopefully next time we'll have Rachel join us as well too. And it was good. I liked all the questions you guys asked and the theater of the mind and stuff like that. So that was great. Okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna call it and stop recording now. So thank you for whoever is gonna listen to this in the future. And where the hell's my button? And there we go.